What's up, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today, bringing you guys some more VGC 2021 action. Today we are bringing you guys some more of the Cherrydon team. Rental code will be at the very end of the video, so stay tuned to the very end if you want this rental code. I haven't made any changes to this team. The team is playing super well. I almost played 200 games. Hopefully we can get our 200th game in today's episode. But yeah. From last episode, which I don't know if any of y'all have checked that out yet. I uploaded on a weird scheduled time or whatever, and it seemed like you guys haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So check that out at the very end. I guess the question of today's video is, what is the best time for me to upload my uploads for you guys? Is it better for me to upload it early in the morning, like this one right here, or is it better for me to upload it in the afternoon? It seems like for me I get better results, for you guys anyway, for the morning, but just let me know what's best for you in the comments down below. It looks like our first opponent of the day is rocking out with a Lugia team, so let's see how we want to approach this. It don't hurt me to actually think about Dragapult. Groudon lead with Cherrim. And do we want speed control? Or do we want... I think we honestly want that Intimidate, right? Intimidate looks a lot better than speed control. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with all that. So yeah, let's see what happens. My thought process here is that lead Groudon and Dragapult. If we're in the right scenario, I want to Dynamax Dragapult, switch him out for Cherrim. If Lugia is on the field, which it is, that's when we're going to go for Max Phantasm into the Lugia. And it should knock it out, or it should be pretty close. It depends, I guess, if he decides to Dynamax or not. On this board, is this a Lugia Dynamax board? Maybe. Very well could be. But either way, I feel like we're going to be doing a lot of damage. Lugia shouldn't have much damage in return. Could be a weakness policy. But I think overall, I think we're just fine. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm expecting, if it's weakness policy, we probably have a big chance of one-shot it. We have the Shadow Tag, I think is what it's called, to boost our ghost attacks by a little bit more, you know. So I'm thinking honestly, I'm feeling like we could get this KO. For the ones that don't know what Cherrim does, the Flower Gift ability practically gives Dragapult a +1 in its attack and +1 in its special defense. So this is like fantastic for us. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I expected you to Dynamax, but I still don't know if that was necessarily the best play. You know, because I mean, you're letting your restricted Pokemon fight my non-restricted Pokemon at the end of the day, if you want to look at it kind of like that, you know. So let's see what happens. Max Phantasm comes out. Do we get the KO? We don't even come close. That thing is bulky. Lugia is bulky, but that's based off of Shadow Force or Phantom Force. So we should be able to pick up the KO on it next turn for sure, as long as we can survive. And he's going for Hailstorm. We should honestly take that. We do. Nicely, actually. And then I'm expecting a Flare Blitz from Incineroar into Cherrim, which would be big sad, but to me I think it is. I think it would be okay. Go Parting Shot into Cherrim. Okay, that's awesome. That's fantastic, actually. Depends on who you bring out here, right? If it's Tornadus, we definitely need to try and set up the Sun. That's the big thing. Max Guard, set Sun. If it's not, I want to go for Phantom Force. So it really depends on if he brings that speed control or not. If he brings that speed control, we would be kind of screwed. But I honestly feel like we're okay here. Still, do we want to try and set up the sun before we try and go offensive? Or do we just want to go offensive this turn? Is the big question, you know? Because I think honestly we go for max guard and go sunny day. Or do we try and get rid of that Lugia right now and go helping hand max Phantasm? Honestly, I honestly like that play a little bit better. Max Phantasm into the Lugia and helping hand, and then we can see what happens from there. Like I say, I do believe we can get this KO onto the Lugia. Okay, you go max guard, that's fine though. I'm not too worried about that. Because Landorus shouldn't be able to do much. He goes for Earthquake. It shouldn't KO Dragapult, right? Show me that you don't. You do. Ooh. Okay. Fair play. I should have probably respected that a little bit more. It's just tough. That is a tough life orb. That's probably the only reason why you were able to take us out. So, okay. What to do here? Can go into Incineroar. We can go into Groudon too. Go into Groudon and then switch into Incineroar. Might be the play. That way Cherim can kind of get it. We have the sun back up for Cherim. For sure. That way we can take those Lugia's attacks a little bit easier. We could also protect Groudon this turn. And then if he goes for that Hailstorm play again, we can then just do big damage the next turns. Not the biggest fan of that though. Let's go into Incin. And I think right here is just a nice little protect turn. We want to wait out that Lugia's Dynamaxes be his last turn for sure. That's smart. Switching Landorus out for his own Incineroar, which is what we're doing as well. So overall, I think what he'll be doing is probably going for max Airstream into our Cherim, honestly. So with us protecting, we should be fine. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Max Hailstorm again. Okay. Into Incineroar. Okay, well, at least we took that. You know, we ate it. He's back down to normal form. And we are allowed a free fake out this turn. Granted, his Incineroar could fake us out as well. But we do have that option if we wanted to go for it. His Incineroar is confirmed to be faster. And that's not a shock with my Incineroar EV spread. If y'all know, this Incineroar is a little bit of a slower Incineroar. Definitely more bulkier than your average, too, in my opinion. We can do that. Or, I mean, we can try and get a Darkest Lariat off. Would be awesome. Switch Cherim out for Groudon. And see if Groudon either can take an attack or something. We get the sun up though. That's kind of what we're trying to do, is to just always try and keep that sun up. Is just big for us right now. So yeah, you go for fake out into Incin. That's kind of expected. Lugia goes for recover. That's fine. So let's see. Other than you going for recover, I don't see you didn't make that big of a play, you know. Definitely a parting shot here into the Lugia. And if we can hit this Precipice Blades, that is really risky, because he does have Landorus in the back, and then potentially a Tornadus as well. So Precipice Blades is not the option that we need to go for. We can go for Rock Slide. I think that might be an alright play. So yeah, you switching Incin out for Landorus, so I'm glad we didn't go for P-Blades. But yeah, he's got Intimidate cycles for sure. Ice Beam will come out. You do proc my weakness policy as long as we live, which we did with 29 HP. Hopefully we'll be at +1 Rock Slide. Hopefully this will be enough to at least hurt the Lugia. Okay, that's good damage. That is very good damage. Alright, so this is the big thing now, though. You know, we can bring Cherim in. Lugia's always going to be outspeeding our Groudon. That's just a fact. But doesn't outspeed Cherim, and I don't know what the base speeds are, so we could be throwing right now. But I'm honestly thinking Cherim goes for Pollen Puff into our Groudon. Would that give Groudon enough HP to survive an Ice Beam from that Lugia? We do get that special defense boost as well, so, and I mean, we have to calc for that Landorus too, though. What's the Landorus want to do? You know, so if he goes for Fly, I believe our Rock Slide does hit him. He just goes for EQ though. That's tough. That almost confirms that he is Choice Scarfed, and that sucks because that caught us really off guard. Oh no, he's Life Orb. Huh, okay. Then yeah, that's a smart recovery, I guess. Cherim's not going to be doing much damage. Landorus is faster than Groudon. That's probably something I should have known too. Jeez. Okay. Definitely get our Incineroar now. Get that Intimidate off on that Landorus, which could be huge. I honestly think you need a Helping Hand. And we gotta try and get this Lugia off the board is the big issue. Lugia is so bulky. And I mean, he's going for our team. For sure. And I'm not really a big fan of that. Switches that Landorus out, which is good. I mean, he could have just went for another EQ, and that probably would have stilled up the game. So I don't know what he's thinking right now, but in a way, okay, I'm happy in a way, because we might be able to get rid of your Lugia. I do think at the end of the game, the end game will be very, very tough for us. Ice Beam into Cherim. And our Darkest Lariat should just pick up the KO though. I'm hoping. You know, this just shows how bulky Lugia is. Holy cow. Okay, well, I mean, our opponent played a really good game, I guess, with Lugia. We were just unable to take it off the board, and then our opponent's team around Lugia was fantastic, really and truthfully. Yeah, there's no way we can make this comeback, you know, at this point. We're going to be, every time he switches Incineroar or Landorus in, he's just weakening us up. There's no switches for us at this point either, so great game to our opponent. Lugia team. How could I play this differently? Really and truthfully, I think I was banking too hard with that Dragapult, just trying to get the one shot on Lugia, and as you see, we weren't able to. We did about half. Actually, we did under half. We were just unable to pick it up from there, and so that's just me being not knowing my Lugia calcs, you know. Because I do think we have enough power on this team. But Lugia is kind of one of those Pokemons that just kind of wins. I guess if it gets in the right scenario, I'm sure there's ways to beat it, but I wouldn't know where to start. I guess we should have brought Tapu Fini in that game somehow, because the Tapu Fini then at least could have walled it, because all we seen was Ice Beam and recover from it, huh? Oh well. Let's get into game number 2. This looks like a Rayquaza team. Pretty cool team. Got that Vaporeon, Clefairy, Crocodile, Incineroar, and Kartana. So, do we want to play this somewhat standard? Go Incin, Whimsicott, lead with the Cherim, Groudon in the back. Is that... It's not bad, for sure. But I think what we want to do instead is, yeah, we're gonna redo this a little bit. Dragapult, Incin. I like Tapu Fini, but no, not with the Kartana and Vaporeon. Just kind of walls it, don't it? So yeah, we'll do something kind of like that. Incineroar, Dragapult with Groudon and Cherim in the back. This would kind of give me a chance to I can do a lot of different combos. I can with this lead. So we could pull a fake out lead. We can try and Dynamax or do some support and stuff, you know. Like, we got a lot of options. We can switch in a lot of different mods into this board too if we felt like we needed to. So I felt good. Like, this is kind of one of those good for us kind of leads, and it kind of lets us scout what our opponent wants to do to us. Alright, so he got that Incin and Vaporeon. So we can definitely go for offense if we wanted to, for sure. Only problem is I don't really think Dragapult's the best guy overall in right now. So it's going to Groudon. I feel like Groudon's a good switch in for this. If we can take and then we can try and do fake out, or we can actually parting shot. Because yeah, let's parting shot that Vaporeon. If we can get that off, more than likely his Incineroar is going to be fake outing our Incineroar to see who's faster. Which, I mean, he will win because our Incineroar is like super slow. So, but if he for some reason doesn't fake out our Incin, which he does, we could have parting shot that Vaporeon. Very interesting to see the Yawn come out on that Vaporeon. That is very interesting, which almost forces me to switch Groudon out for sure. We can go for, we'll go into Cherim, and then we can go for a Darkest Lariat into the Vaporeon. We could have went and tried to do another parting shot play, and after I'm looking at this, that might have been the better play, because I mean, our damage can somewhat stick onto the Vaporeon, but we're at a -1. Alright, there's the Rayquaza. So now at least we can parting shot that next turn, so that shouldn't be too bad. With that airlock though, it does stop our ooh, that'll do good damage too. But that does stop our Cherim from giving out our boosts and stuff to our Groudon, so we have to kind of watch out for that. Actually, it stops him from giving the boost to Incineroar right here, and that was like the whole reason why we made that play. So that's kind of tough. Yeah, definitely protect, and I think what we need to try and do is parting shot into that Rayquaza at this point. Hopefully, and hope and pray that Incin doesn't faint before he can go for parting shot. Meteor Beam. This is not looking too good. Alright, all we have to now is kind of hope and So this is definitely a special attacking Rayquaza, which is something I was kind of... He misses Meteor Beam, by the way. It's actually a set I'm looking at trying to run myself. I've seen a lot of successful teams running Meteor Beam Rayquaza, and to me it seems broken. Yeah, we're definitely going into Dragapult right here, and this could be our Dynamax for sure, because we know he cannot get intimidated. I wonder how threatening we are to that Rayquaza. I do know we outspeed. If we Dragon Darts, that won't KO him though. I know that, you know. I mean, if he has Clefairy in the back, he has Clefairy in the back. I still think we go for the play. We'll go for a Helping Hand, and we'll go for Max Wormwind. We outspeed him. He's actually pretty slow. Like, he looks like he's a very, very fast Pokemon, but he's actually not that slow. It's kind of funny. Like, there's a lot of memes on right now where they have like a picture of Miltank outspeeding a Rayquaza, and that's just something you don't see. Miltank's like base 100 speed, so it's fun little memes that you see pop up sometimes, and I find it hilarious. It's like, really, Game Freak, you went there? Alright, so he goes for Protect. Honestly, our Max Wormwind would be doing over half, I bet. Okay, exactly half on a Protect. Are you Weakness Policy by any chance? No. No. He went for Meteor Beam, so he's Power Herb. Yawn's huge though for our opponent. That's one Pokemon I have to try and stop. Yeah. I mean, because you're going to switch that Rayquaza out right now. Or I hope you are. Go for Max Phantasm. And at least this way we can at least KO the Vaporeon. Yeah, that's kind of predictable. Right there. There's the Kartana. So we get our Flower Gift back too. So thank you. So we get that Max Phantasm off. Did we get the KO? Yes. So our Pollen Puff into the Kartana will be huge, by the way. I've seen this to do a lot of damage to a Kartana. So we'll see right here how much we're talking. It's not bad damage. That's probably Assault Vest though, so that's kind of good in a way. Dragapult probably is going to sleep right now, but we got rid of the Vaporeon. The Yawns are done. So yay, no more Yawns. There's the Rayquaza though, and he's got a few options. He can either Dynamax that Kartana, or he's gonna be Dynamaxing that Rayquaza. There's not too much protecting our Dragapult at the moment. It's alright though. I think we can just protect. Just go for Max Guard. Be alright. We won't be waking up, but he actually withdraws Kartana for Incineroar. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I guess you're just trying to get board positioning, because you're not going to be lowering our Dragapult stats, my man. You know that, though. Dynamaxing Rayquaza. Okay. So that will probably be a Max Wormwind. We're at full health. So we might actually take the attack. Interesting too that you're Dynamaxing a half HP Pokemon, but I've seen worse. I've seen people Dynamax 2 health Pokemon before, you know? So you never know what you might see. Max Airstream. Cherim takes that with the Protect at least. We would have took it anyway because we do have Focus Sash, but okay. I think honestly, that's a good play, don't get me wrong. But now we have a chance to wake up with our Dragapults, and that could be rough for you, my man. We could definitely go for Helping Hand, but it's not guaranteed that our Dragapult can wake up. Plus, I'm sure now the Rayquaza is faster. But really and truthfully, Cherum's not going to be doing much in this board position. He's probably going to be getting faked out. So our only play is to Helping Hand. Let's see. Max Airstream. Okay, Incineroar did not go for fake out. Alright, so now we're just kind of seeing if our Dragapult is going to wake up, pretty much. If he wakes up, then we KO the Rayquaza. If he doesn't, then yeah, we still have a battle on our hands. He could go for Darkest Lariat. That'd probably do about a lot. KO me. I was honestly going to say about 3/4, but no. He just drops me. That's alright, I hope. Let's see. Alright. Trying to figure out what exactly we can try and do. We could definitely go for Parting Shot into the Rayquaza. We can. I think that might be the best play. And then P-Blades. Trying to hit the Incineroar. Just go ahead and take that out. And if he switches Kartana in, then he switches Kartana in, you know. I think we'll have to really rely on, good play on him by the way, but I think we're really going to have to rely on Groudon's bulk on this one. Come on, Incin. And I don't know necessarily if that can be done. Alright. Honestly, just do it one play at a time and just hope. If he can proc a Groudon's weakness policy, we're set. But at the same time, if it's from the Kartana, that's not too good, because Kartana can probably just one-shot us. I don't know, we're at full HP, so let's go for it. See what happens. Probably should have Rock Slide last turn as well, but that's past us now. Earth Power. Alright, and Darkest Lariat. We should take... Yeah, we're going to take Darkest Lariat, no problem. My biggest problem is, do we get both KOs right here? Which we're not going to on the Incin. We don't get it on the Rayquaza either. That's rough. Don't tell me your weakness policy. Are you weakness policy for real? Oh, man. Never lucky, huh? Alright, so we need a crit on the Incineroar right here. But, honestly, does Groudon even take the attack? I mean, we need a crit on both these mons right now. Come on. Flare Blitz into Sun, too. Eee, good game. Good game to our opponent. Like I said in my last episode, I hate ending on a loss. But looking at the time, man, those are really tough matches too. But do we do one more? I think I'm gonna try and be nice to y'all and not have the longest episode in the world, especially since we are struggling against our opponents apparently right now. So I'll just go ahead and give you guys the rental code. The video's about 30 minutes long, so yeah, that's why I normally like to try and keep my videos. If I'm into a battle, you know, and it happens to go over, that's one thing, but starting one at 30 minutes. It's gonna be a 40-minute long video. For me, it takes about 2 hours to upload a 40-minute long video once it's uploading to YouTube. Yeah, I don't have the best internet. I wish I did, but I don't. So, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm not going to complain. But yeah, right here's the rental code. Check out the team, try it out. Like I said, on the question of the day, which I don't do this often, I need to do it more. But the question of the day is kind of like, what do you guys think? What time do y'all want me to try and upload my videos? What time what time is more convenient for you guys, I guess? Because I mean, recently I'm having more success in the morning, but I just kind of want to know what you guys think. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy, like, subscribe if you are new, comment. That way I know, to me, I like the comments. I like reading them. So if you are watching and you made it this far, comment, just say hi or something, you know. That way I know you watched it. But anyway, guys, this is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.